good evening, everybody. I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing good. We won't be wasting time this evening. We are going to go straight to the rules of the road. The rules of the road, and we are going to cover quite a number of topics. We are going to cover quite a number of topics. So without wasting time, and let me just open the platform. Welcome, guys. Please on the chat, just say yes if you are able to hear me. If I'm audible, say yes on the live chat. And if you're able to see my screen as well, please say yes. Just type yes. If you're able to hear me, type yes. If you are able to see the screen, I just want to see if okay, all right. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now let's not waste time, guys, because we have a lot to cover this evening. We have a lot to cover. We are going to cover the rules of the road. I hope we can cover all of the rules of the road within this 1 hour. And we know that we will never touch this topic again. If someone wants to go back, they can always go back to the recording. So we are going to start with the learner's license and the vehicle licensing. That is the first topic under rules of the road. This is our chapter 1. The learner's license test. A learner's license test is required before you may be legally trained to drive on a public road. You must apply at a registering driving license test center or DLTC or an LL1. The test cover 3 areas: the rules of the road and other legislation, road size, signals, markings, and other controls of the vehicle. Once passed, a learner's license is valid for 24 months from the day of the test. And let's go to learner's license codes. Code 2 or code 8, in other words, authorizes light motor vehicle whose TER GVM. GVM stands for gross vehicle mass, or and GCM do not exceed 3,500 kg. And the minimum age of someone who can have that license is 17 years. And then code 3, code 10 or code 10 authorizes the driving of heavier vehicles, and the minimum age is 18 years and above. A learner may only drive under the supervision of someone who holds a valid learner's license of the same vehicle class. And then let's look at carrying and renewing a learner's license. Carrying and renewing a learner's license. A driver must keep his or her license in the vehicle while driving on a public road. A motor vehicle license and license disc are valid for 12 months. A learner's license disc expiry date is 21 days, and you are given a grace period of 21 days during which the vehicle may still be used after your license has expired or your license disc has expired. If you change your place of residency, you must notify the registered authority within 14 days. Applicants over the age of 65 years old must submit a medical certificate. And then who may not hold a, a license? A person addicted to drugs or excessive use of alcohol, a person disqualified or suspended or cancelled by a competent court authority, a person suffering e.g., from uncontrollable epilepsy, fainting attacks, uncontrollable diabetes, defective vision, or muscular incoordination. Deafness, deafness alone does not de, does not is not a disqualifying defect. Then now we are going to do questions, guys. We are going to do questions together. And let's start with question one. How long is a learner's license valid for after you pass the test? Is it A, 12 months, B, 24 months, or C, 36 months? On the comments, guys, between A, B, and C, which answer are we going with? Or I see Afika says B, and we have Nokubonga saying B, Anna saying B, and I see there's 24, there's B, and therefore we are going with B. And then question number two. What is the minimum age to obtain a code B or a light motor vehicle learner's license? In other words, a code 8 learner's license. Is it A, 16 years old, B, 17 years, or C, 18 years? What is the minimum age for a code B? Okay, B it is. So we are going with B. And yes, we will see if you are correct. A light motor vehicle. A light motor vehicle is one whose mass should not exceed A 1500 kg, B 3500 kg, or C 9000 kg. Which mass should a light motor vehicle should not exceed between the three, between A, B, and C? Right, B it is. Okay, let's go to the next question. Within how many days must you report a permanent change to address? Is it A, 7 days, B, 14 days, or C, 30 days? What is the correct answer on number four, guys? Is it A, is it B, or is it C? Okay, I see a lot of people are going with B, 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 B. Therefore, B is indeed what we are going for. And then next question. For how long is a motor vehicle's license disc valid? Is it A, 6 months, B, 12 months, or C, 24 months? How long is a vehicle license disc valid for? All right, B it is. And yes, we are going with B. And then next question. After your license expired, what is the period of grace before it is an offense to use the vehicle? Is it A, 21 days, B, 30 days, or C, 60 days? What is the correct answer between A, B, and C? Afikile says A. Nokubonga A. All right. Therefore, guys, we are going with A. Okay, I think this is the last question for this round. While driving on a public road, a driver must A. Keep the license at home for safekeeping, B. Keep the license with them in the vehicle, or C. Only carry the license at night. What's the correct answer between A, B, and C? All right, B it is, guys. And let's submit and let's see how many did we get. We got 100%. Yippee, 100%. We got 100%, just part one or chapter one of the rules of the road. We are going to skip this one, guys. Key definitions, you can read this one on your own. Let's go to invisibility. Let's go to light and visibility. It for your own. I don't find it necessary, but yeah, it's going to be up to you. And let's look at lights and visibility. That's chapter 3. When lights must be used and the distance each lamp must achieve, plus indicators and mirrors. Okay, let's start with topic 1. Topic 1: when to use lights. Headlamps, rear lamps, and number plates must be lit between sunset and sunrise. They must all be lit at any time when persons and vehicles are not clearly visible at 150 meters, e.g., because of rain and mist. And exceptions: a vehicle parked on a roadway in a demarcated parking area or within 12 meters of a lit street lamp can be an exception for not being lit, and vehicles may not be driven on parking lamps while in motion. Vehicles may not be driven on parking lamps while in motion. Okay, let's go to lamps and distances. The main beam or bright light must light up an object at least 100 meters ahead. The dipped beam must light up an object at least 30 meters ahead. A stop lamp, a red light, visible in normal eyesight, normal sunlight at 30 meters. Number plate: every letter and figure must be visible at 20 meters. Dip your main beam from oncoming traffic and when following another vehicle. Fog lights may only be used in poor visibility caused by snow, fog, mist, and smoke. Indicators: direction indicators must flash and be clearly visible in daylight at least 30 meters. It is compulsory to use indicators each time you turn or your vehicle or change directions. The vehicle must have mirrors and the driver must have a clear view of the traffic in the rear. And let's go to the quiz. Question number 1, we have about 7 questions to go through. Question number 1: a main beam or a bright light must enable a driver to see an object at least, is it A, 45 meters, B, 100 meters, or C, 150 meters? What is the correct answer, guys, between A, B, and C? Is it A, is it B, or is it C? A main beam, bright light must enable a driver to see an object. Okay, so we are going with B, guys. We are going with 100 meters. We will see if we are correct or not, but most of you have selected B. The dipped, the dipped beam light, the dipped beam light must light up an object at least A, 30 meters ahead, B, 45 meters ahead, or C, 100 meters ahead. What is the correct answer between A, B, and C in this case, guys? Okay, B it is, and you are right. You are right. B is the correct answer. Headlamps must be switched on between A, sunset and sunrise, B, midnight and after 4 a.m., or C, only when it rains. A says sunset and sunrise, B says midnight, and C says only when it rains. Which one are we going with? All right, let's go with A. Next question. Apart from at night, lights must also be on whenever a person and vehicles are not clearly visible. Is it at 50 meters, B, 100 meters, or C, 150 meters? What's the distance where lights must be on whenever a person is not able to visible to clearly see. All right, C, 150 meters. Okay, we are going with C. And then the letters and figures on a number plate must be visible with the plate lamp lit at, is it A, 20 meters, B, 30 meters, or C, 45 meters? What's the correct answer between A, B, and C in this case? All right, A, it is. Fog lamps may be used A, at night, B, only in poor visibility such as fog, mist, dew, or smoke, or C, whenever the driver prefers. What's the correct answer between A, B, and C? Between A, B, and C, which answer are we going with? Okay, B it is. B it is. So let's move on to the last answer. You dipped, or you must dip your headlights. A, on a free on only on freeways. B, for oncoming traffic when following another vehicle. Or C, never. A, bright is always safest. Which one are we going with here between A, B, and C? Okay, B it is. And let's submit the answers. And yes, guys, again, we got 100%. You guys are superstars. You are getting them answers. You are getting them answers like nobody's business. Let's do the last topic and then let's go back to the practice test. Let's do about 30 questions and let's call it a day so that you can go back to practice on your own. Let's do one more topic, and this one should be vehicle equipment and roadworthiness. Vehicle equipment and roadworthiness. And we will close it there. Vehicle equipment and roadworthiness. Let's begin with controls and equipment. Every light and heavy motor vehicle must have service brake, a parking brake, and an emergency brake. The parking and an emergency brake may be the same. The hooter must be audible to a person of normal hearing at 90 meters and only be used when necessary for safety. A windscreen must be fitted with a glass transmittance of at least 70%. A speedometer in good working order is required on a vehicle to reach 60 kilometers an hour or more. A vehicle's a vehicle's turning radius may not exceed 13 meters. Let's go to tires and warning triangles. A light motor vehicle's tire must show a clearly visible tread pattern of at least 1 meter deep. When a vehicle is stationary on a roadway, an emergency warning sign or triangle must be placed at least 45 meters behind it, facing oncoming traffic. Now let's go to seat belts. Seat belts must be worn by everyone from the ages of 3 and older when moving forward. A child is a person aged 3 to 14 years. A person taller than 1.5 meters is treated as an adult regardless of age. Rear seat passengers must wear seat belts where fitted. It is not compulsory to wear a seat belt while reversing or in and out of a parking bay. Yeah, let's go to the quiz now. Then, number one, a hooter. A vehicle's hooter must be clearly audible to a person of normal hearing at A, 45 meters, B, 90 meters, or C, 150 meters. Let's go, guys. What is the answer between A, B, and C? Okay, B it is. B it is. We will see once we are done if we are correct. The light transmittance through which a windscreen must be at least, is it A 50%, B 70%, or C 90%? What is the correct answer between A, B, and C? Okay, B it is. B it is. And then next question. The minimum legal tire tread depth for a light motor vehicle is A 1 milliliter, B a 3 milliliters, or C 5 milliliters. All right, A it is. When your vehicle is stationary on a roadway, the warning triangle must be placed at least how far? Is it A 15 meters, B 45 meters, or C 100 meters? What is the correct answer? All right, B it is. From what age must the person wear a seatbelt when the vehicle is moving forward? Is it A 3 years old, B 7 years old, or C 14 years old? What is the answer? Okay, A it is. We are going with A. And then question number 2. A child is treated as an adult for seatbelt purposes if he or she is taller than, is it A 1.2 meters, B 1.5 meters, or C 1.8 meters? What's the correct answer? B it is. And then last question. Which of the following brakes must a light motor vehicle have? Is it A service and a parking brake, or B only a foot brake, or C a front and rear brake? Which one between A, B, and C? All right, A it is. And how many points did we get? We got 100%. Yeah, well done, guys. Well done. Well done. Well done. We are done with the studying for today. We are going to pick this up again tomorrow. But right now, let's do a few questions from the practice test, and let's call it a day after we are done with the few questions. We are going to do test 2 of code 10. The first question is, if you want to change lanes, you must A give the necessary signal, and after looking for other traffic, change lanes. B switch on your indicator and change lanes, or C apply the brake slightly and then change lanes. What's the correct procedure if you want to change lanes? Is it A, B, or C? All right, A it is, and you are correct. A is the correct answer. And then next question. You may you may cross or enter a public road. A, if the road is clear of traffic for a short distance. B, if the road is clear of traffic for a long distance and can be done without obstructing traffic. C, in any manner as long as you use your indicators in time. When may you enter in a public road or cross a public road between A, B, and C? All right, B it is, and you guys are absolutely correct. B is the correct answer. Next question. If you want to turn your vehicle, you must A slow down completely, stop, and then turn. B first move to the right to enable it to turn left easily, or C give the necessary signal in good time. What's the correct procedure between A, B, and C of this question? All right, C is getting the most votes, and I see some people are saying A, which is interesting. And yeah, we are going with C, guys. And the correct procedure is to give the necessary signal in good time. That's the correct answer. C is the correct answer in this case. And then next question. When you drive, you must A, have both of your hands on the steering wheel. B, you must wear shoes with rubber soles. Or C, your vision of the road and traffic must be unobstructed. What is the correct answer between A, B, and C? Okay, we are getting a lot of C's. C. I'm looking to see. Okay, we're getting a lot of C's, which is a good indication. Therefore, I think it's safe to say C is what we are going with. And guys, you are correct. C is the correct answer. Next question. What is the duty of a driver when driving on a public road that has been divided into two or more roadways? Is it A, you are you are allowed to drive on any part of the road after sunset or when there are no other traffic on the road? Or B, drive on the left of the roadway unless shown or to do so by a traffic officer or a traffic sign? Or C, you may drive on any part of the road. I think this is kind of obvious. The correct answer is B, guys. As you've said, you drive on the left side of the roadway unless directed to do otherwise by a traffic sign or a traffic officer. And then, next question. A light motor vehicle must be equipped with an efficient exhaust silencer, which A, must be so maintained that the exhaust gas or smoke does not leak into the driving cab or passenger compartment of the vehicle. B, must be so maintained that it does not cause a vibration to the cab. Or C, does not have to be maintained as long as it does not make noise. What is the correct answer between A, B, and C? Right, A it is. And indeed, you are correct. A is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. Now we are selecting the correct combination. Uh, your vehicle. Number one, I'm going to start. You must stop your vehicle. Number one, on a public road at the signal of a person heading sheep. Number two, on a freeway directed to do so by a traffic officer. Number three, on a public road to avoid an accident. So select the correct combination. Is it A, number two and three are correct? B, number three is correct? Or C, all of the above mentioned are correct? What is the correct answer between A, B, and C? All right, C it is, and you are correct. C is the correct answer. All of the above are correct. And then next question. What should the driver of a vehicle do when following another vehicle at night? Is it A, the flash and main beam? Okay, flash the main beam occasionally. B, dip the main beam. Or C, make sure the main beam is on. What's the correct answer between A, B, and C? The correct answer is B, you must dip the main beam. And then next question. When you are involved in an accident, what is the most important thing when you are involved in an accident? Is it number one, must immediately stop your vehicle? Number two, determine the damage to the vehicle? Number three, may you refuse to give your name and address to anyone except the police? Select the correct combination. Is it A, all of the above are correct? B, number one and two is correct? Or C, number two is correct? What is the correct answer there between A, B, and C? All right, B it is. No, man. The correct answer is B. It's not A. You are correct there. think something must be, there must be an error bug there. The correct answer is B, number one and two. It's a must that you give your details to the person if there was an accident. Let's move on. While the vehicle is in motion, while the vehicle is in motion, a driver may A. Type an SMS, B. Hold a cell phone provided the driver keeps at least one hand on a steering wheel, or C. Not hold a cell phone with any part of the body. What's the correct answer? C it is, guys. That's our last question for the day, guys. That's our last question. We've covered a lot this evening. And yeah, we've covered a lot. We've covered a lot. And you may visit this video from time to time. You'll find it on this live, and you can just review it from time to time. Anyways, this is the end of the stream, the end of the live. We will see each other again tomorrow evening. We will see each other again tomorrow evening. You may enjoy using the platform at this moment until it closes for those of you that have not yet subscribed. But, anyways, thank you so much. All the best with your learner's license preparations.